Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. We're live here in the studio. We've got the one and only interview with Mr. Marcus Allen. He's a rapper and producer. Also with a brand new video called Let Me See. We're going to be watching that video up next. And after that, check out this interview. We'll be right back.
Stand nigga, where you been at, cuz?
Bruh, traffic was a bitch, man.
Man, you know black people don't like to wait.
Man, I know, bro. I know. I'm so sorry, but it's all good. It's my
Yeah. Hold up. Let me get my camera, strike a pose for me, girl, let me get a shot. You looking like you belong in the front of a magazine and billboards. Everybody need to know about you. Looking so good, your body looking incredible. I can take you down, your body looking so edible. Killing your haters softly. Your beauty is greatness and your body's OC. Walking so bad, both so mean. Everything you rock is oh so clean. Oh so clean with a dab of fresh. And I can tell you right now, you're not like the rest. Baby girl, you the baddest. And can't no other shorty fathom. And I know you about to take over. Don't trip, get that dirt off on your shoulders. It's good. Let me see, yeah, I can be real. All that you need. Let me see you work. 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 Get the bag, get the car, and get your money. When you get your bands up, I know you do some flaunting. Rocking your latest fashion. You're not really up on those trends. You're so high end. Get your girls, bring your crew. You bout to flex, ain't nothing new to you. Hair's done, nails did, and you on your shit. You make them other girls in the club look basic. And your waist slim, but the booty looking so thick. I've been trying to come and get it, but you want it, yeah. And it's alright, yeah, it's so good. I like the challenge, cause I know I can get it good. A smooth young nigga with a bad one. Them other niggas coming second, cause I am the one. Real recognize real, so come and do and get a feel. Let me see, yeah, I can be real. All that you need. Let me see you work. 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 Yeah, let me see you work. Let me see you get it. Let me see you rise. Yeah, you're what they fantasize. You're coming off, it's the best. Cause baby girl, you are the prize. You're your top shelf and your top notch. Let me see your move, show me what you got, yeah. She throw it out back when I pull up on it. Give it to me, girl, let me know you want it. Niggas looking salty when I leave with her. You wanna be with her, tryna do some things to her. Sorry to hurt your feelings, my nigga, she out of your league. Better luck next, never. Cause your boy's so clever, I'ma play it for real. Cause your nigga for real, Let me see, yeah, I can be real. All that you need. Let me see you work. 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 Let me see you work.
First of all, thanks for joining us tonight. And I just want to say, bruh, we're going to get into the interview, but Let Me is the dopest track. I can't get it out of my head, bro. That's one hell of a hot song.
Yeah, man. Like, that's something, man.
You've been at the game for a while, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. I've been at it for a good minute, just like from the age of 14 to me being 25 now. So, I've had, my fair share of time just really getting into it, chopping it up with the beats, chopping it up with the lyrics, and then, just trying to, perfect the craft as much as possible. So
tell us a little bit about what kind of artist you are, your sound, your style.
Well, I'm kind of definitely more on the soulful sound, definitely. I guess you could say I'm not really too much of the trap, really image, not too much of the rugged, but more to the smooth, the soulful, I guess you could say more the positive, sound than the negative sound, Yeah. So if I was to really put myself in the category, even though, of course, us as artists shouldn't really be comparing ourselves to anyone, but, if I was to put myself to a comparison, my influence would be Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Isaiah Rashad, you know, some Mick Jenkins, and maybe a little bit of Earth Gang, around that arena, you know?
How did you get into writing and production?
Oh man, it all started, as far as with the writing, started in high school, because my pops got me into poetry. So, you know, I really wasn't the type of guy that really be out like that. So it was like, you know, being that I was inside playing the video games all day, he was like, look, hey, only way I'm gonna get you out them games is if I get you writing this poetry. So, you know,
right. Now, was he an artist also?
Nah, actually, he was just, you know, a big, you know, huge supportive in my life. You know what I mean? And still a supporter in my life, my dad. So, you know, big kudos to him.
That's great, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Queens, New York.
That's what I'm talking about. That's great, man. Let's talk about a little bit about The Calm Before the Storm. Tell us about that project and how that came about.
That particular project, The Calm Before the Storm, man. So honestly, truly, just a little bit of insight. I'm working on an album, which is my first ever album. So it's like, you know, me being as an independent artist, just putting out that EP was just to give people a taste of what the album has to come. You know what I mean? So pretty much that's honestly where the title, The Calm Before the Storm, pretty much came from, because the album is pretty much the storm, you know? And this is pretty much, like I said, just to give people a taste, a good, you know, 4 to 5 track EP, a taste of what, you know, my first debut album would, you know, be about.
So that was your first?
Definitely.
Gotcha. Now let's talk about Forza. Forza. Now, did you do Forza before the EP or vice versa?
I actually did Forza way before the EP. This was like, I want to say, a good amount of months beforehand. That was something that, you know, I definitely wanted to, you know, step out of the box with, especially, you know, for my video game heads out there who knows what Forza is about. You know, Forza, of course, that inspiration came from, of course, you know, a race car game. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like I wanted to compare cars with, you know, someone who's, you know, going after their future. So it's like, you know, once we filled up with a full tank of gas and we ready to close that thing up, we ready to go. We ready to head towards our goals, make sure everything is top notch. And, you know, kind of making it, you know, like a huge analogy with going after what you want.
That's great, man. Now, we talked a little bit about your dad and supporting you. What kind of kid were you growing up? What kind of music did you like?
Oh, man, when I was a kid, man, so it's like I grew up, you know, my pops and my moms, you know, they definitely was on the, you know, the Motown era. So, of course, you know, plenty of Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green, you know what I'm saying, Shirley Caesar, you know, the Temptations, the OJs, the Whispers, you know what I mean? I'm talking about all of them, Luther, Stevie, you know, Michael, Prince, you know what I mean, Quincy Jones. I'm talking all of that era. And then, of course, you know, with my brothers and sisters, you know, they was a part of course, you know, the Tupac and Biggie era. So, of course, you know, listening to Aaliyah, listening to, you know, Cisco, Drew Hill, you know, Blackstreet, you know what I'm saying, Brian McKnight. You know what I mean? It's just so much of an influence in the house for Black music. So it's like, you know, taking all that and really just honing it down. Like when my grandma was alive, you know, she would also play a lot of hymnals. You know what I'm saying? And also too, me growing up in the church, growing up on a lot of the church music as well, you know, just me being active and just really having that influence and just putting it all together really just, you know, created the mixing bowl for me, you know? So I guess you can say that really gave me the blueprint, excuse me.
Yeah.
My high school came in, you know, Kendrick Lamar, and, you know, most would say, of course, you know, Biggie and Tupac would be their biggest influences, but honestly, mine would be Kendrick, you know.
That's great, man. So let's talk about a little bit about social media and the internet. How do you think it has impacted the music industry? Social media, the internet, you know, because now you don't even need, sometimes you don't even need a record label or PR person, package everything and put it together yourself. How do you think it's impacted the business?
Oh man, I mean, to talk about, you know, where, you know, just like, you know, with the whole Motown movement, how things was pretty much made back in, you know, in that era, I should say, you know, the way how, you know, people used to rely on album sales like that and stuff like that, like the way things have changed from back then to now, it's like, you know, it's giving, you know, artists more of a, okay, if I take that first step, you know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and evolve that first step into the next 5 steps or to the next 10 steps and be able to, you know, just be able to do things the way you know what I'm saying, you will be able to want to do it in your future or in your career. So just being able to really gain that independence, really. It's just, you know, social media has also developed in good ways and bad ways. So I can't even, you know, leave one without the other, because you know it does have its disadvantages, but a lot of advantages to to the most, because it's like YouTube being a part of social media. I mean, you talk about Justin Bieber, Doja Cat, you know what I'm saying? You talk about artists like them who've used that kind of platform to really get their spotlight, and then of course you got artists like LMA who've used Instagram that got discovered by DJ Mustard, you know what I'm saying? Because that was something she just took a risk on. It was like, hey, I'm gonna just do these covers, I'm gonna put them out there, and then whatever comes my way, and a great situation came her way that time. So
you got a brand new hot single, Let Me See. It's burning up social media, and I really, really believe that once this little thing breaks, man, and we get into the summer and everybody can really hear this song, I believe you got a bona fide summer hit, bro. I say that with all my heart. Seriously,
I appreciate it.
It is one of the dopest songs, independent, that I've heard that's produced. The way you use that sample, and the sample is from her name Crystal Waters, Gypsy Woman. Yeah. The way you use that music in that song and hyped it up is phenomenal. How did you come up with that song, bro? Easy.
Like, I would definitely want to, of course, give a shout out and the credits to, King Benjamin, who produced the record.
Great job.
He's definitely somebody that's very, very extremely talented with the boards. And, he once he put, the idea together, because I even remember back then, with T.I. using that exact same sample, he did his thing off that from his King album.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember that.
Yeah, like just to see, with King Benjamin did something with this, it was just like, yo, the minute I heard it, I had to have it. I had to go ahead and do something with it, because automatically I'm thinking, okay, this could be a summer bop right here. You know what I mean? Honestly, truly, because automatically what I saw when I heard that record was the new and the old generation really meshing together, really coming together and vibing off that record. So just putting that together, automatically gave me the energy like, okay, this is a hype party record, something to be positive off of, but also too, I wanted to put the emphasis on Black women at that. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know that, it doesn't matter what shade or color that you are, you can step out the house and feel like the baddest queen that you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what the video was to showcase, you know what I'm saying, as you see in different shades and sizes of Black women. You know what I mean? Like, colorism is real out here, and we need to let people know, like, nah, this is what needs to be seen within our world, And
I'm glad you celebrated Black women in a positive way, because it's a fun, dope song, but they get to dance, have fun, show their beauty, without it being, the normal, normal. And ain't nothing against anything that's out there, but you did something that's different with the photo shoot. Who shot the video?
Oh man, shout out to my boy Jay Perk. He got his company called Jay Perk Productions, based out of Baltimore, Maryland, man. Shoot, Maryland's own for sure.
That's what I'm saying, right out here by us. Who you working? Are you working on anything right now? What you presently working on?
I definitely would say that I'm definitely working on the album. I'm working on the album right now, working on a couple more singles.
So Let Me is just an opening to this new album you got coming out there, right?
Yeah, definitely, to let folks know that, this album is something dangerous, so we just letting people know that, the hits are going to be coming for sure.
Right. Now, have you done any or considered doing any scores or anything for movies or anything like that?
Shoot, man, I honestly, truly haven't thought about that. I've actually thought about me actually being in films, but, just really getting the time to really...
Be careful what you ask for.
Oh, for sure. I definitely, because it's just, man, I've always had a passion for drama since high school, man. And it's like, I always wanted to get into the directing field, the same way how, Chris Brown took charge of his directing with his music videos.
Absolutely.
He felt like that was, that was the outlet for him to really express too. And I feel like acting, especially even directing my own music videos, is a great outlet to express my creativity. And Let Me See was pretty much the first video for me to do that, to really take my vision. And, Perk was really, really cooperative, you know what I'm saying? And really was like, whatever your vision is, I just want to make sure it comes to life the way you want it to be, And it came out exactly the way I hoped it would, So, just to see something like that, just to come to life off of a, idea that I came up in my basement, like, that's like a dream come true right there. For sure.
Great, man. What has been some of the best performances of your career? Has it been on stage? Has it been in the booth? Creating the record video? Where
I
you
would
feel like the
definitely,
moment of just euphoria, like,
yeah,
you know?
I would definitely say, I would say a little bit of both,
Mhm.
because it's like, with me being on stage, of course, I may be able to push the limits that I never thought that I'll be able to go further in, and that's honestly the same within the booth, because there's certain things that we may tap into, like certain elements of the track that I may have never thought about, or let alone never heard of.
Mhm.
As far as my writing skills, sometimes, of course, for us writers, excuse me, we tend to freestyle before we start writing. So it's like,
Mhm.
we hear a beat, we go at it, and it's like something that we've said or freestyled about caught our ear and was like, okay, this could be the topic, this could be the hook, something, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like every time you step into the booth for something new, you're always shocking yourself, like, dang, I didn't know I could do that, but all right, cool, we're gonna run with it. You know what I mean?
What's up?
So it's definitely a little bit of both for sure.
That's great, man. What has been some of the best advice you've gotten since you've been in this business, be it before you really found success or even just recently, some of the best advice?
Oh man, some of the best advice, I would say, number one, and this one honestly truly hit home for me. Number one is just being patient. Being patient. Being, patient in this game is so crucial, because it's like, of course, within this world, nothing happens right there and there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, especially with this kind of industry,
Mhm.
it's a waiting game. You know what I mean? You really have to be able to say to yourself, if there's something that you really want, you're gonna wait it out. You're gonna thug it out. You're gonna, go through your struggles, go through the times where, of course, you don't want to go through, but that's what makes you stronger.
I
As
agree
I've
with
been
this.
told.
Yeah.
So, that's what gets you to the point to where you need to be. So that time, by the time that you really get to your moment of that deal or that opportunity, all this stuff, the BS that you went through, the struggle from the lights being cut off to you having less food or whatever and stuff like that, will be paid off. It'll be worth it, because it's like from that moment you meet that one agent or manager or executive, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
all right, this is that moment now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
what it is.
Everything's paid off. And that's a
Definitely.
great feeling. Yeah. If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
Mm,
Anything.
mm.
Put your
Okay.
finger on it. Change it. Change that law.
if I would say, honestly, truly,
Yeah, bro.
me being very transparent, because I definitely was a fan of Mac Miller, and also I was a fan, starting to be a growing fan of Juice World. One thing I would definitely say, if I could change it, is to give artists, like, to have an act pass for artists to have therapies in the industry.
Bro.
Like, honestly, truly, because it could, like, artists can talk to artists all we can and be there for them and stuff like that, but if we really have someone that could really help us mentally, you know what I'm saying, with on that point, because it's like we can put on a mask all day and be in front of those cameras and be like, hey, how you doing, what's going on, talk about music, this, that, third, and be that facade that y'all want us to have. But deep down, it's like, we started doing music from the feeling, from the love that we have for it. So at the end of the day, it's like, we want to make sure that us as an artist and our friends as artists are good mentally, no matter what. Because when we get on those stages from tour, or those interviews that are being seen from millions and millions of people around the world, it's like, we got to hold all that in. But why hold that in when we have somebody we can talk to? So then after that, we can genuinely be happy. We can genuinely enjoy our industry. We can genuinely enjoy our craft, rather than after each show, we go backstage and we're popping pills or sniffing cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why do
It's
we
like
have to do
it's
that?
like a high, and then all of a sudden a crash.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I just really wish that, the industry would have more of that, because people are going through real life stuff out here, and people are just looking to these people as just straight up celebrities, like they got superpowers or anything. Nah, people, we're human beings too. So,
There used to be more institutions set up for people who are in the business, doctors who are specifically geared towards, let's say, musicians or artists
Right.
with mental disabilities, or
Right.
having a place where you can go like that. So you think doctors or some things should like have a place like that? Because I'll tell you the truth, I've never heard of any doctor or practice having a focus like that on entertainment
I
You know,
truly
pe-
think that that's what's needed.
people individually go find therapists and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know of a doctor or a practice that is focused on, the healing of artists, entertainers, singers, actors,
Right.
you name it, who will probably need it the most.
For sure. Definitely, because I mean, at this point, you get signed to a huge deal, or like you get a huge opportunity that could, put you on TV, and then off the rip, get you known within the public eye. It's like it's a lot to take on. You know what I mean? It's like you dealing with social media. You're dealing with you just stepping out the house. Somebody knowing where you live or somebody knowing your business. It's like you're being watched 24/7 while you're even in the house, because it's like the minute you go on social media, automatically people are commenting, people are liking, people are sharing, putting on the explore page. They just every single move, they waiting to see what you do. So it's like that's a lot of pressure on for people who hasn't really been experiencing that all their life, or had parents, to be examples of, to be like, all right, cool, like my parents went through this, so it's like they're my example. But not everybody has that. You know what I mean? Some people are truly freshly in this game and don't know how to approach it. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's needed.
Do you think that more artists should not be so connected with social media? Because I understand what you're saying. Nowadays, you can go on and post something, and everybody's got an opinion about your thoughts, and they can go to you within 5 seconds and either start, talking crap to you, or they agree with you. So, how do you think that? You think that's like I'll use Cardi B for instance, and I actually like Cardi B. I like her transparency. Sometimes I wonder though mentally how it really impacts her as a person, not as an artist, but as a person, because she is transparent, which means she's got a lot of feelings, and I think those are genuine feelings. But when people start attacking you like that, when you don't even know them, that can be that's crazy, man. Do you think that we need to pull back a little bit on social media?
I think honestly, Julie, first off, shout out to Cardi B. Much love to her. She's a phenomenal artist. Definitely love to hers. Culture and Offset, the whole fam.
Absolutely.
But I truly think that I truly personally believe that we need to be able to balance it. Everything has to have balance at the end of the day. Because with the type of industry that she's in, she can't be off social media. That just can't happen. You have to connect with your fans. That's a part of your job at the end of the day.
And I think social media is good for that too.
It is. It definitely is. But I think honestly, truly, social media should just be for that aspect and not for everything that's too personal within your life. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said before, we're still human beings. We do have those feelings, and we wouldn't be human if we didn't share what we felt. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, I truly think that, whatever's going on in, whether it be celebrity or not in that person's life, certain stuff should be personal, and certain stuff that can be shared within social media will be for social media, and just balance it all and just keep the difference between those things separate. For sure.
And I think I would suggest this to any artist. If you're on social media, you got 20 people saying that they love you, and you got 2 saying that they hate you, go to the 20 people.
For sure.
Don't deal with those 2 people who really are under your skin. Go to the fans that support you and say good things about you. Because sometimes, a lot of times, people are just in it with people, and it's like, don't even worry about them. Go to the people that support you. Make their day.
Exactly.
So,
they're the ones that's really looking out.
Absolutely, bro. You want to thank anybody right now? We're about to close out, man. You want to thank anybody who's helped you along the way, man, who's been by your side the whole ride, and
oh man,
he's constantly pulling you up, man.
I just want to thank, of course, first and foremost, God. He's been there since the way beginning. Him giving me these gifts, man. He's going to get that first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, my family. My family's been supportive, even supportive of me now, continue to push me, and for me to be the best person that I can, even when I need the tough love too.
Absolutely.
And then, third, I like to thank all the people who's been by my side, friends. Enemies, everybody. People who I've worked with, colleagues, associates, all of them. Who's really given me, game on what this industry is about. My mentor Chris, my mentor Rob, and especially my boy Jay Perk, because he's definitely been a huge part of this whole experience with me getting my videos done and my photo shoots done. So definitely a big shout out to him.
That's
And
awesome.
you know, there's much creativity out here in Maryland, man, for sure.
Absolutely, sure is. Where can fans follow you? Where can fans buy your records? Where can fans keep on track with your journey, brother?
Oh man, shoot, man, you guys can follow me on Instagram at Marcus Allen Music. There's no underscore, no space in Marcus Allen Music. And on Twitter, you can follow me at Marcus Allen. Of course, my music and my music videos are on all platforms from YouTube to Vivo to Apple Music, Spotify, it's everywhere. So go ahead and get that thing.
Well, man, it was great having you on tonight. I want everybody, please go out and listen to this brother's. His name is Marcus Allen, and that's ALLAND. Make sure you go out. I did that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, man, y'all go out and support this brother. He's dope. I'm telling you, these albums, and I listened to them over the weekend, were top notch. Thank you, brother, for joining us. And please,
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Come back with us again. Big shout out to Rob for setting up this interview too. He's your number one mentor, man. Thank you, man.
Sir.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, now.
This is an original instrumental.